I think we should like whenever we talk, we should sit down all the time.
Yeah.
Instead of like standing up.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that. Unless you have the boots on.
Huh?
Unless you have the boots on.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some bigger boots.
Because the boots, they give you a lot.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go get some bigger boots tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'll probably be like maybe like a couple inches taller than you.
Okay.
Make it better. But I'm so mad they didn't bring no.
You gonna need some big boots.
We got no goddamn plates, bro. Jesus. Oh, they probably cleaning off the other plates. You cold?
No.
I got jackets on jackets, you know.
Okay, thank you.
I wore the boots to sleep before.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I had like I like to be transparent and open book, but I had like a similar situation. You know, a girl a little taller than me. We didn't go on a date though. You know, it just so happened that we skipped the date part. But like, when I met her, I had my boots on. You know what I mean?
So you went to sleep with the boots?
Yeah, I kept my boots on.
Why? Y'all should be like, I lay down.
Yeah, but like, I had to get up, use the bathroom here and there. You know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't want her to see. You know what I mean?
She didn't ask. No?
I didn't want to kill the vibe. So I ended up falling asleep. I had all my clothes on though when I fell asleep. Just to mask it while
She didn't ask you to take your boots off when y'all laying down? No?
Nah, because I act like I fell asleep with my clothes on. I passed out type shit.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm glad you accepted. Yeah, please. You got more noodles? You know more noodles?
Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie, my plate ain't greasy. If you want some noodles. I'm finna eat these noodles.
You can have, you say you want to. I like rice.
These noodles crazy. You want some?
I like rice.
It's my homie's birthday tonight. From earlier with the orange shorts, but you know, you're more than welcome to celebrate it with us. He's pulling up, huh? Yeah, he having his nigga pull up and shit.
Okay. That seems fun.
Do you like clubbing?
Sometimes, yeah. It be fun. Yeah. But not all the time.
I like clubbing too, but I feel like I'm introverted. Can you tell? You can't tell, huh?
A little bit.
Well,
I am too, so I'm very laid back.
hell yeah. Thank you, sir.
God damn. That's crazy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's crazy.
Let me see your phone head.
I think that's the wrong side.
Just hand me mine real quick.
Thank you. Oh my god. Those are taller than my heels.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, this what I'm aware. Like, if we take this further, The last thing I want you to do is feel uncomfortable.
You gonna wear that every day?
Hell yeah. Now stand up.
Okay, let's see. Oh my god. That's good. That's
good, right?
That's
Perfect, ain't it?
That's
perfect?
crazy.
Perfect, yeah.
Now this is like up there. That's like 6'1" there.
Cornelia Milan, appreciate that 5 gifted.
That's super crazy. Those are really tall.
Cool, right?
Yeah, that's good. I like that really.
And you can't really tell, you can't tell for real, can you?
Yes, you can.
You're cool, ain't it?
They're nice though. You up there with me now.
Yeah. See,
Because
right
other
here,
ones
I'm
are
like,
still like
so how tall are you saying I am right now?
6'1" wide. Right?
6'1"? No, I'm taller than you, really.
Really?
I'm taller than her, ain't I? You are. So this like what, like 6'4", huh?
6'2",
Like
right?
6'4"? Yeah. I'm gonna keep these on though.
Wow, that's crazy.
You like the gyoza?
Gyoza?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like gyoza. Yeah.
Yeah. And nutmeg.
You like tofu?
You said tofu?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here and there.
He made it good though.
He knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. Yeah, let me get that right.
Oh, you might want to move your stuff over.
Oh. You pretty much. Thank you, sir. Here y'all at.
Thank you. There's a lot of food.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, the boots is so high that my knees is like, they can't go under the table. I can't put my knees under the table, man.
Oh my god. Wait, stop.
Maybe if I just like, I put it to the side, yeah. But when I stand up, it's gonna be worth it.
That's funny. Oh
Just sit right here, boy. You doing it? It's the bowl. Feel like a proper date is an activity, and then after the activity, always got to end with food.
Listen, I agree.
Because a hungry girl is a sad girl. You know what I mean?
That's true.
The quickest way to a girl's heart, through her stomach. Well, no, that don't make sense because the heart passes the stomach, so it'd be through her mouth type. But that sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because your stomach down here and got your heart right here, so you can't go to the stomach for the heart. You know what I mean?
It's okay.
No, too technical. wanna know a secret? I was valedictorian in high school.
Really? How was that? You like it?
You know what valedictorian is?
No.
I had a 4.0.
Oh, wow.
Meaning I had straight A's in school. Just after I shot at niggas and shit.
Actually.
Changed my life around. But I had straight A's in school.
Wait, so where was this in LA?
Nah, Michigan. I'm from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Better than Michigan.
What part of Michigan?
Pontiac, Michigan. One of the most dangerous cities ever in Michigan.
Okay.
It's like a little mini Detroit, mini Flint type thing.
Okay. I got some family in Detroit.
For real? Yep, right there. Stack it all up, man.
Thank you so much. This is a lot.
Huh?
This is a lot of food.
No. You got finish it. No. I got some hungry people in here. No, there's some more people that come get it. Just save it. You're not throwing it away, are you? You're keeping all the food, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had a different diet, like vegetarian, vegan?
No. How about you? You had a girl like that?
Nah, I've always been a meat eater. I always ate meat going on.
I used to be pescatarian for like a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my dad's a carnivore, so.
Carnivore? Like eat people?
No, he only eats like steak.
Oh, he don't eat vegetables at none.
But
Straight meat? I was eating straight meat.
He had diabetes, and he went on a carnivore diet, and he don't have to.
Oh,
He thinks that's what's best. Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
Julio kicking it. Punching a little bit. Jesus. Ooh, wait. You full, ain't you? Yeah, full, ain't you?
I didn't eat super slow, but
Yeah, no. What's that?
Spicy sauce.
Sure.
For fried rice or
What you think?
it's up to you.
You gotta tell me, bro. I don't know.
You want it for fried rice or on the side?
You tell me. You know how to eat this better than me. All right. That's good. That's good.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
oh, no, thank you.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
It's so important to moisturize your lips every day. When lips need moisture, I recommend Blistex to my patients.
You've got ideas, a new project, a better workshop, a renovation that's been waiting. Bauer gives you the power to build, fix, and upgrade at prices that deliver more for your dollar. With hundreds of corded and cordless tools and accessories, Bauer is built to handle everything from major home upgrades to everyday maintenance around the house and anywhere else your next project might take you. Bauer, heavy duty guaranteed.
Great time. I've never done it before.
For real. This is my first time too. It's nothing like the first time. You know?
Not definitely, yeah.
What you gonna send me next time I go live?
What other stuff are there?
Universe?
Yeah, like universe. You know,
You send me a universe, I might put you on a jet to Dubai. Right there, right there, right there, right there, in the middle, right there.
yeah, thank you.
Gotta get that protein. You hungry yet?
This shit smell.
Act your twin, man. You got you.
It's good.
He can have these noodles. I think he said he wanted them.
Noodles is better than everything else. Noodles is crazy.
Excuse me? How do that your steak cook? Medium rare or medium?
Medium.
Medium?
Yes, sir.
Kind of like medium well a little bit. Like a little bit of heat, but not too much.
I might have to hit the blunt to finish this.
I thought you said you don't smoke.
I don't. I would smoke right now. Like, I know from what I remember before I stopped smoking, after like 15, 20 minutes after smoking, you get the munchies.
Yeah, that's true.
And it make you eat more.
That's very true.
So that's why I'm like, I might fuck around and like, I might do that.
You going for surfing instead of playing vibin.
No. And I'm in my bulking area right now. I'm trying to gain a little bit and then cut down. Look what you call it, dinner.
It's so hot.
You hot?
No. It's,
Oh, the phone hot.
Oh.
yeah, it's very hot.
It's cool. Did you have said that? He said it's hot. I said it's cool.
Yeah, right. Camera is 9 o'clock. Thank you. Cool.
I know you full. I can tell. Don't force it.
No, yeah, I'm about to be done. And I hate my braces.
How long you have braces?
Maybe like 3 years.
I almost got braces, but then my teeth just naturally like just snap back together. A lot of people wanted me to get veneers and I'm like, nah.
But you have good teeth already, so it's really no point.
Why would I give a dude my teeth look like this?
Right.
That shit pointless. I don't get why niggas do that shit.
Yeah. A lot of people already have good teeth already.
No. I think niggas just do that shit just to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I can see if you got like hella fucked up teeth and braces can't fix it, but like, I would rather do braces. Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. God damn, you feeding stars, man.
It's a lot of food.
This shit is plate ain't going down. Jesus.
It's too much food.
Too much. And it's almost overwhelming.
And I get full so quick. And then I'm even hungry again. I hate it.
You ain't gotta force it. You get hungry again, I just send them to your house. Alright.
Thank you. This place looks super good though. He did his big one for sure. And it tastes great.
He did his gigantic one. Yes. God damn, man. I'm good. I don't need no more. You got more food?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good too. It looks like you didn't even eat. It looks
I'm
untouched.
cool.
It looks untouched.
Jesus. You take us to my plate?
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Thank you.
Oh, man, let me say. And you was on a date with him and he threw up, right? On the table. What would you do?
Like first date?
Huh?
Like first date? That's ridiculous. I mean, like, you can at least made it to the bathroom, you know?
Yeah.
Like, all over the table is crazy. I'll be nice about it though.
I'm talking about like, y'all had like Mastros though, like middle table. Everybody can see you throwing.
On the table and like, if you get on me, just leave.
You just leave them?
If you got on me too, that's crazy. I mean, like, you can at least made it to the bathroom. That's like, that's what you doing?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
As a nice guy, I got help, but I'll probably never go on a date with him again. Cause I got a phobia going on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I ain't even talking about that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wow.
You full?
Yeah. You probably got things to do, huh?
Yeah. Sadly.
I don't want to hold you too long. He just gonna keep cooking. I'll probably just.
Oh my god.
He's still going. Yeah, he goes.
You got a whole lobster tail.
Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna pay for all this. Well, we ain't gotta. We end the date.
Okay.
Hope you had fun though.
I had a great time. Awesome time. I enjoyed myself. Thank you. I appreciate you. That was done.
Anything I can do to help. We'll be right back. I'll be right back.
I forgot you had the boots on.
Don't even think about it. I got no boots on.
The stairs.
Yeah.
You can walk fine? You're not gonna fall?
Yeah.
Is it
All
these
right,
stairs?
All right, she was saying bye.
Oh. Hi.
What's the word?
Hi.
Good? Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's racist.
I know.
Okay.
Your sister wants some food?
She probably do. She's well.
Oh, she fried.
JC.
We need a champion.
The brothers outmatch her in skill and experience.
Am I to be punished if I draw blood?
You will be rewarded with glory.
Behold!
The goddess of death.
Google still tracks you in incognito mode. Use DuckDuckGo, a real private browser. DuckDuckGo comes with a built-in search engine like Google, but it's private and doesn't track your searches. And DuckDuckGo lets you browse like Chrome, but it blocks cookies and ads that follow you around from Google and other companies. And there's no catch. It's free. We make money from ads, but they don't follow you around. Join the millions of people taking back their privacy by downloading DuckDuckGo on all your devices today.
To truly understand the rise of Philly drill, we need to go right back to the start. Drill is a subgenre of hip-hop, and the origin of the word hip-hop is unknown, though mentions of it date as far back as 1671 in the satirical play The Rehearsal by George Villiers, 2nd Duke of Buckingham and others. Okay, alright, maybe not that early, but jump forward a few hundred years, and Bronx resident DJ Kool Herc is recognised as one of the earliest hip-hop DJs and artists. Some credit him with officially originating hip-hop music through his 1973 back-to-school jam. In 2007, he campaigned successfully for 1520 Sedgwick Avenue to be officially recognised as hip-hop's birthplace. From there, the hip-hop genre would start gaining momentum, and Philadelphia became one of the first major markets to embrace rap music shortly after it emerged in the 70s. Lady B would actually be the first woman to record a rap record as a solo artist, shattering the glass ceiling before it was even constructed with her song To the Beat Y'all Going Gold. Lady B is credited as the first Philly artist to put rap on vinyl, and in commemoration in 2022, the city renamed the 5700 block of Windale Avenue in Overbrook Lady B Way. Philadelphia long supported dynamic and ever-evolving local music scenes. Back in 1985, Jesse Weaver Jr., aka Schoolie D, released the hit song PSK, What Does It Mean?, introducing gangster rap to the world for the very first time, with lyrics about a Philly street gang named PSK, or the Parkside Killers, inspiring the lyrics and the name of the song. The track had some of hip-hop's first ever lyrics about life as a gangster, as Schoolie D rapped about riding around with guns and pressuring suckers before before ops were even a thing. And while Philly invented gangster rap, it wasn't the city that made it famous. When that song came out, it was the first time that other rappers realized that rap didn't have to be about partying and being happy all the time, according to the memoirs of hip-hop gangster rap legend Ice-T, who himself would embark on a long, illustrious career as one of LA's premier gangster rappers. Gangster rap would become world famous on the West Coast, with LA-based artists like NWA putting street music on the map all over the country, and also fighting with law enforcement who were setting out to ban gangster rap. Ironically, back in Philadelphia, gangster rap would fall by the wayside as squeaky clean commercial rappers emerged from the city. In November 1986, DJ Jazzy Jeff linked with another Philadelphia native, Will the Fresh Prince Smith, releasing their first track, Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble, introducing Smith's clever, pop-friendly rhyme style and providing a glimpse at the talent that would propel Smith to stardom. Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble spent 12 weeks on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, but Will Smith wasn't the only pioneer of positivity in Philly's rap scene. In 1988, some Philadelphia High School for the Creative and Performing Arts students formed a band called Radioactivity that ultimately became Philly's beloved hip-hop band, The Roots. And while The Roots would go down as legends in the rap game, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince would go on to accomplish another rap first by winning the Grammy for Best Performance by a Rap Duo in 1989 for their sophomore project, He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper. But the award wasn't broadcast because apparently the Grammys didn't want to offend mainstream audiences, according to Lady B. Sounds a bit like racism to me, but anyway. The rap duo, however, did win an American Music Award for Favourite Rap Artist that year, which was indeed aired on the award show. And Will Smith would truly put Philly on the map when he landed his own sitcom, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and making the song's intro theme where he rapped the iconic bars that would resonate with the drill rappers running the streets of Philly today. Rapping in West Philadelphia, born and raised, on the playground is where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside of the school. And a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighbourhood. I got in one little fight, and my mum got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air." Now, unfortunately, many of the people we'll be discussing in this story didn't have the means to move in with their auntie and uncles in Bel-Air. And had Will Smith remained on the basketball courts of West Philly after getting into that trouble, we could well have seen ops on the streets of Philly smoking that Will Smith pack. But anyway, as the 90s rolled in, new hip-hop acts would start to emerge out of the Philly rap scene. Corrupt, real name Ricardo Emmanuel Brown, a rapper from Philly, would break into the scene, being one half of the rap duo The Dog Pound, together with Daz Dillinger, a California native. They would be signed to Death Row Records, home to Dr. Dre, Tupac Shakur, Snoop Dogg, and many others. The Philly battle rap scene would also emerge soon after this, and these rappers would be grittier than the musicians that had come before them, with rappers tending to battle it out for rap supremacy, like the real-life 8 Mile decades before it happened. In this period, rappers like Cassidy, real name Barry Adrian Reese, would emerge, making a name for himself in his Philadelphia-based rap hip-hop collective, Larceny Family. Then you have Eve, real name Eve Jahan Cooper, who would end Philadelphia's century in 1999, becoming hip-hop's Rookie of the Year. It was also during this period that American record producer Swizz Beatz would discover both Cassidy and Eve, with Eve being signed to and Cassidy being featured on the hip-hop record label Rough Riders, home to one of the biggest artists in the world at the time, DMX. In the turn of the century, other acts like Dwight Equan Grant, aka Beanie Siegel, and Leslie Edward Pregan, aka Freeway, would be making moves putting Philly hip-hop on the map too. Freeway would be a member of the Philadelphia-based hip-hop collective State Property, which was signed to Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records, an imprint of Def Jam Records, which had also signed Beanie Siegel. 2002 would see Philadelphia lose one of its most prolific rappers and singers after the death of Lisa Nicole Lopez, better known by her stage name Left Eye. Left Eye was a member of the R&B girl group TLC, alongside Tion T-Boz Watkins and Rosonda Chili Thomas. But it would be the mid-2000s when the spotlight would start shining on gangster rappers coming out of Philly once again, owing to rap acts like Gilly the Kid, now known as Gilly the King, real name Nasir Fard, who was actually one of the 7 members of 90s underground hip-hop group Major Figures. In 2006, Gilly would be thrown into the national spotlight owing to his beef with Cash Money Records and its star rapper Lil Wayne, when he claimed to have ghostwritten for some of the label's artists, particularly Wayne. At this point, Gilly had been signed to Cash Money and strangely had never released any songs with the label owing to his disputes with the company about his publishing. With the public spotlight on him, Gilly's ties to the streets would soon come to light. In June 2006, he would make a headline after narrowly escaping death, being shot 3 times by his ops. He would sustain 2 gunshot wounds to his arm and leg, getting discharged later the same night. The FBI would now surveil his house, and on February the 8th, 2007, he would be arrested after authorities discovered that Gilly was running 2 drug stash houses where they found 89 pounds of marijuana and $404,000. But fortunately, Gilly was able to get back on the straight and narrow path later in life, eventually teaming up with Wallow and creating the blockbuster podcast $1 Million Worth of Game, interviewing the most popping rap stars in the modern era. However, Philly's treacherous streets would still impact Gilly's family, and in a tragic turn of events in 2023, Gilly's 25-year-old son, YNG Cheese, would be gunned down in a triple shooting in Philly. But as Gilly was departing the rap game, it was around this time that a young rapper from Philly named Robert Rameek Williams, aka Meek Mill, would be on the come-up. Raised in the North Philadelphia section of the city with his sister and inspired by his mother and father, who died when he was 5, Meek Mill began taking the rap game seriously at the age of 12 2012 after losing a street battle to neighbouring rappers. After taking and accepting the L, he would morph into a hardened battle rapper who became part of the group named the Bloodhounds, which had a short stint between 2006 and 2008, after which Meek would later sign as a solo artist to T.I.'s Grand Hustle Records. 3 years later, in 2011, he would jump ship to Rick Ross's Maybach music group, opening his own record label, Dream Chasers Records, where he signed to his own label that he's still signed to this day, and a name brand that's got mainstream recognition, with numerous hit mixtapes and albums being released under both labels. But despite having gotten in trouble with the law over the years, Meek Mill has never really referenced being in a specific gang in any of his music, and Meek Mill has openly spoken about the negativity that gang life can bring. Towards the late 2000s, Philly's music scene was evolving, with gangster rap starting to dominate the airwaves. While R&B had been the go-to sound for much of the early 2000s, the streets were starting to tell a different story, and one rapper would soon rise to personify the shift: AR-Ab. Born Abdul Ibrahim West and representing OBH, the original Block Hustlers, the rap label and group he co-founded with fellow Philly rapper Dark Low, AR-Ab took the grind mentality to the next level. He was an OG in the game, earning his stripes not just through his music, but also as a feared battle rapper, and also having gained a lot of respect in the streets. His skills would eventually land him a spot on Cassidy's Larceny Family, where he would make his mark as one of the toughest lyricists in the group.
I keep me a cold strip poppin', a dope strip poppin', my 4-5 poppin'. I put him in the band if you short with the profits. Cause I'm trying to get my paper on, in the crib cooking coke with an apron on. While y'all was doing kid shit, playing in the schoolyard, I was in the crib loading shells in the bulldog. Y'all was in the pool hall, I was trying to move hard, let a block mine and it jump like a bullfrog. OBH.
While AR-Ab's career was taking off, his name was already circulating in the streets for his alleged involvement in criminal activities. He wasn't just rapping about life on the corner, he was still living it. And in April 2013, AR-Ab would tweet about facing consequences from a past crime, revealing that he was caught up in a drug trafficking raid 3 years earlier. Shortly after, he announced his plans to turn himself in. Following the incarceration, the Free AR-Ab slogan became prominent in his music videos and amongst fans. And after serving 18 months, he was released on parole in November 2014, having allegedly reduced his sentence by participating in a boot camp program. However, in October 2018, AR-Ab, along with 8 others, was indicted on drug trafficking charges in North Philadelphia, where he was identified as the leader of the operation. And in November 2019, he was found guilty of conspiracy and drug distribution involving cocaine, crack, heroin, and meth. And on April the 15th, 2021, AR-Ab was sentenced to 45 years in prison. After AR-Ab's legal troubles cast a shadow over Philly's rap scene, a new generation of artists started to take the spotlight. Enter Samir Baisal Woods, better known on stage as Lil Uzi Vert. A stark contrast to the gritty, street-centric narratives that have defined rappers like AR-Ab, Uzi, standing at 5'4", with a body covered in tattoos and an enigmatic personality, brought a different kind of energy, a blend of melancholic lyrics and high-fashion flair that resonated with the youth in the city. Lil Uzi Vert broke into the mainstream in 2015 with emotional rhymes that amassed millions of streams on Spotify. His emotional yet energetic style created a whole new creative lane in the hip-hop genre. By June 2016, Uzi had cemented his place in the hip-hop culture, appearing on XXL's 2016 freshman class list alongside big names like 21 Savage, Kodak Black, and Lil Yachty, and his appearance in the Cypher solidified him as a new force in the industry. And while questions about Uzi's possible gang affiliations have swirled over the years, DJ Drama and Don Cannon, Uzi's mentors and the heads of Generation Now, his label, have repeatedly debunked these rumors, emphasizing that Uzi's sole loyalty lies with their label and the music game, and that he's not a street rapper like the gangster rappers. This revelation disrupted the typical narratives around street life and affiliations, marking Uzi as somebody much more connected to music and creativity than the streets, but still being inspired by life in Philly. In a sense, Lil Uzi Vert represents a shift in Philly's hip-hop scene, a brief move away from the hardcore streets-driven stories of battle rappers like AR-Ab to a more emotionally complex and commercially savvy sound, and his journey highlights the power of mystique and artistry where public perception often blurs the lines between reality and performance art. But after Lil Uzi Vert's meteoric rise in the mid-2010s, another Philly native began carving his own path in the hip-hop scene, P&B Rock. But unlike Uzi's energetic, genre-blending style, P&B Rock, born Rakim Hashim Allen, would bring a completely different vibe to the table. His music was a reflection of the duality of life in the streets of Philly, hopelessness mixed with fleeting joy. His breakout single Selfish, released in 2016, showcased his ability to merge emotional storytelling with catchy melodies, a sound that caught the attention of mainstream audiences. Originally from Germantown near Pastorius and Banton Streets, from which he gets the P&B moniker from, with there being a gang of the same name in this area. P&B Rock's adolescence was rough. Raised in a Muslim family, his father had been murdered when he was just 3 years old, and so he was raised by his mother. By age 13, he was being sent to juvenile detention centers for committing robberies and fighting in school. By 19, Rock had found himself behind bars again, this time serving 33 months for drug charges. But it was during this time in prison that P&B Rock honed his craft, studying how to blend hip-hop and pop to create an original sound that would later define his career. And he quickly made a name for himself after his stint in jail. By the time he dropped the song Selfish, he'd solidified his place in the rap music world. Like many rappers from a tough environment, the streets always seemed to follow him, and danger would always be lurking, even far away from the streets of Philly. And on September the 12th, 2022, P&B Rock's life was tragically cut short during a robbery at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles in South Los Angeles. The incident where P&B Rock was targeted for his jewelry shocked fans and peers alike. And just days before his death, in an interview with DJ Academics, P&B Rock talked about a close call that he'd had previously with gang members in LA. And he described how he felt unsafe in certain areas and often avoided being outside, knowing that being a successful rapper would make him a target.
Yo, I hated just walking up to the like broad daylight, like, yo, give me your chance. Like, I'm like, yo, try to be something. It'd be like, every time I take your jewelry or something, I don't know, but it'd be like, I be on, and I'm not, where I'm from, we be like sneaky criminals. Like, in LA, it's like they bold. It's like, they want you to know, they want to spark a conversation with you first before they get into some shit. Some of them might just go crazy. Like, I know some that too. They might be on their sneaky too. But the majority of the times I got into some, it was like they just gave a drop up too fast. You feel me? So the second time I got into some shit, like, I was just talking loud as shit, wanting me to hear their conversation. And it's like, I'm with my peoples. Like, I'm with my daughter and my girl. Like, why they talking about this game? Like, with this around. Like, we outside, we on Fairfax. I'm like, man, you know, I already peed it.
This game's out on Fairfax?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what the f is going on? Like, I'm on Fairfax right now. So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl, like, nah, I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out. Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm not seeing you on point. Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm thinking about women sometimes. She be thinking I'm tripping. So, in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. She drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking the game, she pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then, in the mix of me, like, telling her, like, where the park at, like, somebody just came fast and took the park spot, like, the same spot. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How did this car get behind this fast? Like, I ain't even look. I look back. Like, dude, they're quick as
It is chunky salsa. Authentic. Bold flavor. Dip into Herdes, chunky salsa. Mexican is Herdes.
People always ask me, Rob, how do you stay so positive? Great question. Simple answer. I play Royal Kingdom. I mean, the game has no ads, which keeps me feeling easy breezy. And the fact that you can play it without Wi-Fi means I have pure joy in the palm of my hand anytime I want. So, when negativity knocks on your door, just smile and join the conga line. Stay positive like me. Download Royal Kingdom today. Oh, Happy New Year.
This is the Mercer Capital Court, powered by artificial intelligence. You're charged with the murder of your wife.
I didn't hurt her.
A detective on trial.
I'm Detective Raven.
But following his murder, 3 suspects were arrested, including a 17-year-old and his father, Freddie Trone, as well as a woman, Chantrell Trone, all linked to the robbery and killing. Later, more individuals were implicated in the case, including Tremont Jones, who was accused of alerting the killers to P&B Rock's location. P&B Rock's story stands as another grim reminder of the dangers that fame can bring, particularly for rappers. And his death parallels fates of those other LA-based rappers like Nipsey Hussle and Draco the Ruler, as well as New York drill rapper Pop Smoke, all of whom fell victim to senseless violence in the gang-dominated streets of Los Angeles. But despite his efforts to steer clear of trouble, P&B Rock, like many before him, found out that the streets have a long reach. And while P&B Rock represented a more melodic, emotional side of Philly's hip-hop scene, a newer generation has emerged in his wake, determined to leave their mark on the city too. Another one of the rising names from P&B's block in Germantown is Kaiser Reeves, better known on stage as Hop Out Blick.
Fat Dog, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people who ain't too familiar with you.
Yeah, I already know it's Hop Out Blick, the world trip. The roadbook is nice. It's a lot of imposters out here too. They ain't me though.
Repping the same P&B set that P&B Rock hailed from, Hop Out Blick is seen by many as part of the younger generation known as the Torchers, a group carrying the torch of P&B into the future, though with a harder, more drill-orientated sound of music. However, Hop Out Blick's burgeoning rap career has been overshadowed by his involvement in a violent shooting. In April 2024, Reeves was charged with murder in connection with a shooting that left 3 teenagers dead, Mark Ballard, Salah Fleming, and Khalif Rezki, with another person being seriously wounded. According to the police, the incident stemmed from a gun trafficking deal gone wrong, with Reeves youths and others attempting to rob the buyers, which quickly escalated into gunfire. Despite the gravity of the charges against him, Hop Out Blick continued to push his music career whilst on the run. With over 20,000 Instagram followers and a strong presence in Philly's drill rap scene, he dropped tracks like Double Coffins, where he and his crew flaunted weapons, allegedly props, in front of the camera, and his boldness extended to interviews too, where he openly discussed his life and music, seemingly unfazed by the fact that he was indeed wanted by the authorities.
Like I said, like, I just started popping my shit. Like, I just started talking about this. Like, it be no cat in my rap. Like that's all entertainment though, you feel me? But that's me though.
Hop Out Blick's rise and now potential fall reflects the darker side of Philly's rap culture, where fame and street life often intersects with tragic consequences. As the tortures continue to emerge out of the next wave of P&B, the story of Hop Out Blick will play a significant role in shaping the narrative of this generation, caught right in between the allure of music and the danger of the streets. But while the story of Hop Out Blick and the tortures unfolded, another crew was steadily rising to prominence in Philadelphia's volatile underground rap scene, the Young Bag Chasers, or YBC. This group, a dangerous collection of rappers from West Philadelphia, had been deeply involved in a gang war, battling at least 6 rival gangs across the city. One of the founders of YBC was one of the earliest rappers from their set, J100, dropping tracks like Turn Up Part 1, a street song with bars all about shooting their ops and running around Philly with guns. But behind all of these gangster rap songs are real stories of the actual deadly gang war playing out in the streets of Philly. Their music, much like their street reputations, were fueled by disses, often calling out fallen rivals in their songs. And it wasn't just music for these guys, it was personal, and it earned them a toxic infamy on platforms like Reddit. The streets would buzz with chatter that YBC had made enemies on nearly every block in West Philly, pushing their way to the top by stacking bodies and releasing tracks that celebrated their violent exploits. But as the tables began to turn, those same blocks that YBC had been taunting came together to take revenge. The narrative would shift, and the once feared YBC at times would start becoming the hunted. People would say that they had torched so many neighborhoods, only for those very blocks to unite and start torching them back, all while continuing to rack up views on their inflammatory rap songs. Despite the online hatred, YBC became a name that rang out across the streets of Philly. But on the opposite side of this conflict was people like Lil Bucks from O to the 4, a prominent figure in Philly's drill rap scene too, who's gone on to have a prolific rap career, as well as rappers whose hard-hitting tracks and unmistakable presence on the mic made him a target of the ops too, as well as fans on Reddit desperately trying to work out his specific gang affiliations. OT7 Kwani is Zoo Gang, a crew with another affiliated rapper Poundside Pop, known for tracks like Zoo Militant, who apparently famously rejected a record deal from Meek Mill. Kwani, who started gaining traction around 2020 with his crew No Regrets, featuring rappers like NR Bor and Lil Nas. Coming into his own with a series of solo freestyles by late 2021, his style and presence were undeniable, and his collabs with other notable figures, including Skrilla, made him a key player on the field. Skrilla, a more versatile artist who initially avoided gang affiliations, eventually found himself aligned with major figures in the city's rap scene on both sides. Though he would initially steer clear of picking sides, his actions would end up speaking louder than his earlier videos. By 2023, Skrilla had found himself collaborating with all corners of the city, including Lil Uzi Vert. He would even work on tracks that seemed to intentionally blur the lines between friend or foe, featuring on tracks with YBC Dolls ops like Lil Bucks and Poundside Pop, with their ironically titled song Hood Hopper. But his appearance in a controversial and disrespectful collab with YBC Doll titled McButtons and McNuggets Part 2 led many people to believe that Skrilla had ultimately sided with the YBC gang, considering that this was a song disrespecting a dead rival of YBC. Skrilla's willingness to navigate Philly's treacherous rap politics made him both respected and feared, and it wasn't long until the streets started to take notice. But anyway, those are the key figures, and now you know the complicated background to Philly's rap music history. In the next chapter, let's dive deeper into some of these gangs behind the music and the streets they control, to peel back the layers and understand why Philadelphia's drill scene has become a powder keg ready to explode. So let's take a closer look at the modern day gangs inspiring the murder music in Philadelphia, most specifically one of the most deadly groups, YBC, the Young Bag Chasers. The streets of Philadelphia have been dangerous for decades, and despite the many gangs of Italian American and African American origin that have operated in the city over the last 100 years, in today's day and age, it's the younger, smaller sets of African American gangs with an interest in rap and drill music that are causing the most chaos on the streets of Philly. On Reddit forums like the infamous Philly Wiki detailing the going-ons in Philadelphia's gang strongholds, people share fan-made gang maps which identify all of the blocks and gangs and their respective turf in Philadelphia. And these are updated constantly, showing countless gangs to be aware of in Philly's treacherous streets. And in terms of today's story, there's really one gang that stands out amongst the crowd, not only being one of the most dangerous, but also the most disrespectful. This is a crew known in the streets as YBC. YBC is a Philly street gang with the letters YBC standing for Young Bag Chasers, or Youngers Bout Chicken. J100 was a founding member and rapper from the crew, and YBC Dull, aka Mr. Disrespectful, would wind up being one of the most prominent members in recent years, particularly as a result of his popular and offensive rap songs all about the gang war. Other prominent YBC members include Fat Seam, Eam Stacks, Mir Pablo, FS DeBender, Reek 1200, Curry, F5, Darfetti, Baby 1K, Baby Wick, Yak Yola, Moneymaking T.O., Baby Car, Kerr, Peso, and Lil Moo. The YBC turf is 42nd, 43rd, and 39th Streets, with their area sometimes being referred to as Josh World in memory of YBC Josh, one of the earliest members to lose their life to the gang war. At some point, YBC expanded and formed an alliance with a North Philly crew notorious for shootings called YFA. In the now infamous Brandon Buckingham interview, YBC Doll explained how YFA is actually the younger generation of the YBC gang.
Would you say that YBC is from West Philly?
Yeah, YBC is the bottom. We got a couple that's like from North and shit. Majority, like YBC originated from West, and everybody in YBC, like we somebody like Big Brother or something that's in like YFA. Like it's two groups, it's YBC and YFA. That's the younger version of a.
Interestingly, one of Philly's most famous singers in the modern era was PNB Rock, and his PNB gang hailed from a nearby block and is affiliated with the YBC and YFA crews. YBC Doll would even take Brandon Buckingham to tour PNB Rock's block, showing you just how comfortable YBC Doll felt there.
Past 30th Street right now. We on past 30th and Bay. We in PNB. This PNB Rock block though. Like this where PNB Rock from. Like
Hop Out Blick is another famous member affiliated with PNB who made numerous songs with YBC Doll. Now Hop Out Blick is currently incarcerated for double murder after 3 young men lost their lives in a robbery turned shootout, with this murder receiving a bunch of media attention due to the young age of the boys involved. But after the murders, Hop Out Blick would drop songs seemingly mentioning the tragic events, with many people reporting that he was self-snitching in these songs and that it might be the very reason he got locked up. This younger generation of PNB members sometimes refer to themselves as the Torches, and they're infamous for being incredibly dangerous in the streets as allies of YBC. Now eventually, YBC began to beef with a group of gangs in their neighbourhood, with several of these smaller gangs clicking up to defend against YBC. CCK was a collective of gangs that would form against YBC after years of violence and disrespect. This collective was made up of 3 groups: the Campers, the Clappers, and the Clappers OK. The first C in CCK standing for the Campers, who are based on O to the 4. The second C is for the Clappers, based on 56th Street, and the K, standing for Clappers starting with a K, hail from 7th Street. The Campers, or O to the 4, takes the O from 60th Street and 4 from 64th Street, as Lil Mur from O to the 4 broke down in an interview with Philly Fame.
You from, 64th Street, y'all call it O to the 4. I mean, explain that for the people when you...
It's 60th and Landing, 64th.
Alright, okay, yeah, go ahead.
We all grew up together, you dig me? That's all.
Now, one of the most notable members of CCK is Lil Bucks, a rapper from the gang who has multiple songs on YouTube that have millions of streams. A few other prominent members of CCK include HL Osama, Sid aka Fro, Buka, and a plethora of other members who we might touch on in this video. But a number of other crews would also click up with CCK to beef against YBC. For instance, the 39th Street clicked up with 44th Street aka The Mont in an effort to avenge Sid and Kanye, 2 young men who were killed in this deadly gang war. YBC Doll would also beef with a few other sets from around his turf, with 59th Street and 62nd Street also being ops of YBC Doll in his set. This means YBC is surrounded by ops on almost every side, and interestingly, the music made by members of all of these gangs would be a major catalyst in the violence going on their blocks. But anyway, YBC members would actually begin making music a number of years ago, with one of its founding members, J100, being one of the first people to start making music all the way back in 2017. One of his first songs, Know How We Comin', featured Lil Car, where the 2 teenagers flex that the ops know how they are coming and that they should be afraid of the violent tendencies of YBC members. A month later, he dropped the track Trenches with 2K Rico, and less than a year after that, J100 would drop a remix of Takeshi 6ix9ine's song Kuda featuring YBC Hemo, which shows Jay rapping in 6ix9ine's flow, albeit much more believably whilst rapping about the violence going on around him. Another song he did around this time was a feature for YBC Hemo, their song called The Life, a song that's all about the life of these 2 teenage boys from West Philadelphia trying to grind their way out of the violent neighborhood they were born into. Around 3 months later, Jay would drop another song titled Blackin' Out, and J100 would have been at the oldest around 16 years old when recording these songs. But by that age, him and his friends were already rapping about the dark life they were living, discussing incarceration, and even their dead friends. But over on the other side of the fence, CCK also had members who were dropping music around this time too, Lil Bucks, who would shake up the streets when he dropped the song We Spinnin' featuring One Mir, with the song being an anthem where the 15-year-old Lil Bucks would rap about being a boss who is feared and not to be played with, while Mir uses his verse to rap about the guns that he constantly uses on his ops. Coincidentally though, the music video of this song was released only 1 day before a pivotal death in the YBC camp, a murder that would unfortunately escalate the war in the streets of Philly to new heights and start a chain reaction that would ultimately lead to countless deaths of young men all across Philadelphia.
This is the ED, it's time for the Phantom Part.
Welcome back. Who else is gonna get this place through the 4th of July? I
could use a second set of hands.
And so it begins.
Start your year with Whoop.
Get down. Stop.
Sleep deeper. Recover faster. So you can add more years to your life and more life to your years. Shop Whoop.
Some nights I want a great meal that's half the price of takeout. Marie Callender's Chicken Parmesan Bowl has 30 grams of protein with scratch-made marinara, and it is ready in minutes. Delicious, affordable, and so satisfying.
After years of disrespect and violence, Karma was finally catching up to YBC in the summer of 2024. After many of their most violent members had been taken off the streets by Philly DA Larry Krasner, there were few active members ready to defend the block, and the number of soldiers still in play for YBC was dwindling by the day. In early August 2024, a YBC member called Kwame Hall, aka Mir Pablo, was arrested after attending the sentencing of Arshad Curry. Later posts on Reddit suggested that he had been arrested in connection with the murder of someone called Arifi in 2023. Real name Sharif King, he was gunned down on July the 8th, 2023, in an incident that was caught on camera.
Great. Come on, man. Sit down. Chill. God damn.
YBC Doll was likely feeling crushed at this point. With the huge sentence handed out to Curry and another one of his friends, a prominent YBC member Mir Pablo, getting arrested the same day, things were looking tough for the YBC camp, and the fans and pundits were truly noticing it. On the 7th of August, Philly-focused YouTube journalist American Confidential dropped a 23-minute video all about how Doll had asked fans to pray for YBC after Mir Pablo's arrest.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Stop commenting Mir Pablo on my page, bro. That's not right. Bro, he said he went rogue. R-O-G-U-E. Look it up. Look at the definition of it. Rogue. But that's bad, bro. Yo, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Pray for YBC, man.
Doll's comments about Mir not being right and going rogue was actually a reference to his recent post inferring that somebody is snitching following this arrest. Despite feeling down about the fate of his friends, YBC Doll was more popular in music than he had ever been, and he was collaborating with more prominent YouTube documentary makers to help spread his message, in doing so in rather bizarre ways. On the 17th of August 2024, YBC Doll released a very unusual video. A music video for a song called Buckingham, featuring a verse and appearance from YouTuber Brandon Buckingham, who didn't rap any violent or disrespectful lyrics himself. Unfortunately, kind of used as a bit of a prop by YBC Doll, who used the video title to make another pointed diss towards Booger. The video used AI, like Doll did in the McNuggets and McButtons video, to make it seem like Brandon Buckingham was actually Ronald McDonald, a twisted play on Booger's fast food job. On the second verse, YBC Doll didn't hold back, spitting, he had a fast food job, he should have worked where they let you take it out, clear dig at Booger's job at McDonald's, and Doll would continue twisting the knife, going even further, ending the verse with the line, Booger felt that McButton bust his top. Despite Booger having been dead for 8 months by this point, YBC Doll showed no signs of letting up, continuously dragging Booger's name through the mud to antagonize his brother Sani Goon and their gang CCK. I found this part to be a little bit chilling, and the way that Doll kind of dragged an arguably unsuspecting Brandon Buckingham into the disrespect. I caught up with Brandon in an interview on my second channel where he broke down the history of this collab and explained that he actually told Doll he didn't really want to be on a track that was dissing dead people.
Like, I know I got a lot of criticism for that song, hopping on that song. I wanted to do a song, because we did a song together. You saw how that organically happened. We're hanging out, we're filming. The rapper wants to go to the studio, so we go to the studio. I wanted to hop on the beat first, so I did my verse with Duel rapping about drug addiction and whatnot. Then he did his verse. I thought it sounded good. I didn't know what he was talking about. And then we did the music video. It was supposed to go on the wall. He ends up wanting to drop it on his tape, and I'm like, yeah, that should be fine. And then as I'm doing my research, I'm like, this might put a target on my back. Like, you're dissing people in the song. I don't know if this is a good idea. And he's like, it's fine. Like, look at Skrilla. I've been doing songs with Skrilla. Skrilla's fine. It's no big deal. And I'm like, whatever. And then he says he wants to do a music video.
I'll be honest, man. Like, when I saw that video, I almost felt like bad for you, because I almost felt like you'd been tricked and maybe like sucked into some danger that maybe you didn't sign up for. Because I saw that, and like I break down music professionally, right? So I listened to your verse and I'm like, there's nothing really offensive. You're talking about drug addiction and like your experiences and like stuff that you exactly stuff that's gone on around you. That's what rap's about. That's authentic rap. You're talking about what's true to you. You're not realizing that he's putting you, like, I think what was interesting was it's like, You didn't say anything offensive. You probably didn't realize anything offensive was going down. But then the context that Bill's kind of placed you in with the whole Buckingham thing and then the Ronald McDonald thing, it's almost like I kind of felt bad. I felt like, damn, like you kind of a real disrespectful gangster kind of tricked you into some dangerous. Like, did you feel that way?
Yeah, I don't want to act like I'm a victim or anything. Like I'm a 29-year-old grown man. I should have been smarter. But you know, just I don't know. I don't want to say he tricked me. Long live Duel. I really like Duel. It was my decision, and you know, I apologize to the families of the people that were dissed on that song. Like I didn't mean to diss them, and I know how it looked. I never chose the song or the title of Buckingham. We weren't wearing clown makeup. I know Poetic Flocka was like, he's wearing clown makeup. Like, no, that was an AI thing. That was not my decision.
Now it turned out that this collab came out off the back of a new documentary that Brandon had made exclusively with Dole that came out on his channel a few days after the song. So on August the 22nd, 2024, Brandon Buckingham would release his video titled "The Most Hated Rapper in Philadelphia: Life as Mr. Disrespectful." In the video, Brandon would apparently use information from Dole to tell the stories of his many friends in YBC and what happened in the war leading up to this video. When Brandon asked Dole some of the most disrespectful things that he'd ever done, he said that one thing that came to mind was when he threatened to slap K3's mom.
One of the most disrespectful John though, and I said I was gonna slap K3 mom though.
You were gonna smack his mom?
Yeah, cause she be dissing my homies. I don't know what she be on. She like old miserable mother.
During the vlog, Dole pulled out guns and told Brandon that they're really in the trenches.
Y'all think it's a game? That's how we coming. We in the trenches, like we in Philly. I'm outside.
Clarify, those are legal firearms. Legally obtained, legally owned firearms.
Illegal firearms. Illegal. Disrespectful.
In the vlog, Dole also claimed that he's respected in the streets, and nobody's ever shot at him yet.
Like, the street vouch for me. Anywhere I go, nobody don't play with me. I never got robbed. I never got touched, shot at in the city yet.
In the vlog, Dole also claimed that he just stole a Draco from somebody and gun-butted them just yesterday.
He just took a drink yesterday. He just took a drink and he got gun-butted with it.
You don't feel weird speaking about that publicly?
No, we do this.
Dole walked Brandon through the hood, notably bragging how that he was outside in these streets and had his feet on land, and even said that he would kill an op on the street right now if he saw one, and even joking that Brandon should help him get the drop on the ops for him.
But they said I'm the most hated rapper in the city, right? Like when police said feet on land, like I'm feet on the land, like my feet is on the earth. Who that? They busting the Yui too.
It's like half your ops aren't outside, they're in virtual reality.
No. Bro, they will kill one of them. Hey, no not to do no shit. I wish somebody, I'm sorry, Brandon Buckingham, bro. I wish you would. I wish he would go try to walk around, try to do a vlog with like a Lowski the Reaper or One Mirror, bro. We gonna flame that joint, bro.
Catch me in the crossfire if it comes down to it.
You got to get that drop up. Say nah. You want man, bro. We chilling though, bro. We ain't on that though.
Dole would later say that people in the crew are scared to go to the war zone at night.
Now we've been walking around all day, right? And once it get time to walk into the war zone, don't want to come no more. You see, do now and all that. They don't want to come to the war zone. When it's time to go to my hood, I'm gonna go to the war. I want to come to the war zone. I'm gonna go to the club. I'm gonna go put my feet on land.
And Dole would walk Brandon through his hood and show how rundown area of 42 Parkside is.
What's the rundown? Where we at right now?
Right now we on 42nd and Parkside. This is my block. Abandoned, bro. This hood abandoned. Not even houses wise. I'm saying like people being out here wise. Like
look at that.
Yeah, like
yeah. Look at that house right there with the lime green and the brick.
Look, the glass is broken all that. Like still liable to stay there.
Yeah, this was our bando. We used to be in here. This is our bando for sure.
We still got in there?
Still like this. And this door right here
just was open.
Will Smith on these joints right here.
Wait, Will Smith owns them?
Yeah, from West Philadelphia. Will Smith went to Overbrook High School. He went to my school, West Philadelphia. Born and raised. Yeah. That's my baby. He's not lying. Yeah. He's from around here.
During these interviews, cars would be seen driving by, and Dole would say that he thinks people are seeing him and making calls, and it makes him want to start shooting.
Been seeing me, bro. They been rolling their windows up. I don't like when they do it like that. I feel like they be putting cars in and start shooting people that do that.
So does the prospect of possibly getting shot just walking around make you nervous at all, or what's your thoughts on it?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You should be nervous though, bro, because walking with me a bad joint, but so-called on my ass though, so that'll be a bad joint. We just had a cool collected day. We don't feel like shooting people. We don't feel like having shootouts and none of that. We just chilling.
Y'all can do that when I'm back home safe. So you feel like you have a lot of on-site situations in the city?
It is no talking. It's on-site every time.
This one I just gave it. It's locked out with that.
We really killed a lot of those.
Not here no more, bro. The hood dry, bro.
Dahl would say that he torched the whole hood and that the ops don't even come outside anymore.
Tortured the whole block?
We tortured the whole hood, though. Like, nobody don't come outside around here. We walking through the blocks, you don't see nobody. Shit, torture. This is a ghost town. Desert town, ghost town, bro. Nobody outside. We the hood up.
Later, Dahl would explain that they overcooked their ops, meaning shooting them more than 3 times, before reiterating that he himself hasn't been cooked yet.
Different thing getting overcooked and getting undercooked in the streets.
Do it 3 times, he undercooked. And get hit with 8 or more, he overcooked. It depends where you hit him, man. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
And how many times you been doing the hit?
We've done this shit for a long time.
Towards the end, Dahl would take Brandon to his ops hood, and when he saw a car driving past, he would tell Brandon that he knows who that is and that his friend shot that person.
Right here, bro. On my soul, on Jake's soul. They from Belmont Ave. They crib right there, bro. They be getting clapped on that Q Rizzy and all of them niggas from right there, bro. That's in the car over there right now. My man Water's clapping. He told me he can't bust no trip. Bro, only reason why he parked out here because Water's not out here right now, bro. Wallahi, bro. He know what, bro. What's up, bro? My man shot him.
So he probably really hates you, yeah?
Bro, it's Mr. Disrespectful. Like, you think he pulled off, right? Am I wrong?
He did pull off.
Alright, we outside, bro.
Unfortunately for Dahl and Brandon, within 24 hours of this documentary releasing, Dahl would lose his life to the streets too. Things would all come to an end for Mr. Disrespectful Friday the 23rd of August 2024, when he was shot multiple times in a car-to-car drive-by shooting which was caught on surveillance camera. Comments on the video would point out that this was likely a targeted hit as the car pulled up and only shot specifically at the backseat window where Dahl was sitting. Police say a 25-year-old YBC Dahl, real name Abdul Vicks, was shot in the chest and hand on the 5500 block of North 6th Street. Ironically, one of his last songs was actually named 5500. Dahl was rushed to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead. 6 ABC Philadelphia would run a news report that showed close-up recordings of the bullet holes in the car Dahl died in at the crime scene, and helicopter footage of the cops continuing to comb the scene would be shown too. 2 days later, a full report of the murder would be broadcast on the same channel, even playing the full surveillance footage of the drive-by shooting itself.
We are learning new details about the investigation into the murder of a person police say is a well-known gang member. The sound coming from this surveillance video, and it shows the moment someone in a white Hyundai Santa Fe pulled alongside an SUV and opened fire. According to Philadelphia police, the deadly shooting claimed the life of Abdul Vicks, also known as Young Dahl. Detectives say Vicks is a member of the street group YBC, and they say this video is now being investigated in connection to the shooting death. It happened in Philadelphia's Olney section Friday in broad daylight. The vehicle where the shots were fired from was found burned out on a street nearby. The other vehicle where the person died inside of is now being held by police.
And posts would circulate depicting Dahl, Lil Jeff, and Scoob, saying that these 3 demonic drill rappers all lost their lives within months of meeting up. Users of the city's r/Philly subreddit reacted with happiness to the news that the gang leader in their city was no longer in the streets. Another post saw people making a mockery of the situation, sarcastically saying that the world lost a great mind up there with Albert Einstein and George Washington, while others pointed out how it's strange that the 3 subreddits dedicated to Philadelphia were taking this news completely differently, with commenters under the news posted on r/Philadelphia saying that they were rushing to r/Philly Wiki to get the inside scoop on the background to the latest gang-related murder in their city. Naturally, the people most jubilant over Dahl's death would be his rivals in the streets. Some from CCK claimed it was game over for YBC and YFA after Dahl's death, but YFA members denied this and claimed that nobody's been hurt in retaliation for Qua or Boog's murders. Apparently, KJ's mother was trolling after Dahl's death too, saying shots of 42 all around and asking people why she wouldn't troll Dahl.
Shots of 42 Dahl all the way around. Shots of 42 Dahl all the way around. Yes, I'm trolling. Why would I not troll? Why would I not troll?
She'd also made a post which claimed that Dahl's arm was shot off and that people at the hospital didn't want to help him because he dissed their cousins.
He missing limbs. The people at the hospital was calling and taking pictures. I think when they came in, they looked at him and was like, man, that's my cousin. I know him. You help him. I help him. We called the hand. I heard him. He missing a whole. What he say? Slide provide. That provide hand is no longer there. I heard his other pieces missing of his body. He got holes in his body. They blew pieces of it.
Here's to the go-getters, whether they're in the gym or anywhere else. With 30 grams of protein and tons of delicious flavors, Premier Protein helps you.
However, comments claim that this couldn't possibly be true. Interestingly, having released their vlog together just the day before Doll's untimely death, Brandon Buckingham would be catching some heat within the hip-hop community, particularly from DJ academics who would diss Brandon and actually praise me, suggesting that Brandon was being irresponsible or voyeuristic, making content with actual gangsters.
You know, usually anytime, bro, I'm just sorry, I'm just not keeping up with these guys who are cosplaying as rappers, but they're really killers these days. So like, I'll go to like a Trap Lord Ross page, and I do think Trap Lord Ross is really just the biggest journalist in terms of, he's the biggest documentarian in the culture right now. And I love what he does. I think he made the media list, which is obviously well deserved. Like, good guy. I will say, and I don't know this Brandon Buckingham guy, he might be like the Andrew Callahan guy who's not really into hip hop. He's just kind of, oh, I'm just gonna be the white boy voyeuristic type of look. So he's not like Trap Lord Ross. Trap Lord Ross, you can tell, like he's at least caring about the culture somewhat.
Now, I'm friends with both academics and Brandon, and I feel like academics maybe was a little hasty to judge Brandon because at the time he'd probably not seen that much of his stuff. Like, I have seen quite a lot of his stuff and I know him. I feel like what Brandon's really trying to do with his content is give you more of an on-the-ground report of what a day in the life is like for the drill rappers that he's covering, whereas with me, I'm taking a more historical approach, trying to lay out all of the history that I can find on a given topic, and academics is more of a 24 hours breaking news service at the very cutting edge of the hip-hop music scene. But also, I did feel like academics didn't necessarily go that hard on Brandon here. It was definitely an underhanded comment based on probably limited knowledge of Brandon's catalogue, but it seemed like this comment really offended Brandon, who to be fair was probably still in the grieving process of losing his friend Doll. And as a result, Brandon would snap back at academics in a savage post that circulated on Reddit, where he dissed academics saying that Axe sits on the computer inside all day and is scared to go to the hood like he is. Brandon would then post an update video addressing academics, denying the accusations of voyeurism, saying that he had become genuine friends with Doll, as well as refuting conspiracy theories that he or his vlog was the reason for Doll's death.
Anyone trying to act like I set him up or I wanted this to happen is like sick in the head, like a sick, twisted person. Why would I want someone that I just did a video with, someone that I was planning to go out to Chicago with, to St. Louis with, why would I want something bad to happen to them? For my own game, like what, so I get 1 million views? That is insane. That is not worth it at all. And not only that, the car that he ended up passing in, unfortunately, was not shown in my video, not in a single frame. It's not in a single frame of my video, that white car he passed away in. But he unfortunately had shown it online before, so people may have seen that. But it was not in my video whatsoever. Also, the location he passed away in only was not a location that we visited at all during our video shoot, right? We went to 42nd, 43rd, went to the Galleria, we went bowling. We did all this stuff, but we did not go to Only. So people trying to say I gave up his location is insane. Not only that, but the video was filmed on May 13th. It wasn't filmed the same day or the day before. Maybe someone that Brandon's actually friends with, actually has a relationship with, passed away and he's grieving. They just went and blindly started attacking me and going off, saying all these crazy stuff. I'll pop some stuff on screen if you guys want to pause the video and watch some of the stuff that they're saying about me. But it is absolutely crazy, and I'm getting mad people wishing death upon me, wishing death upon my family. But something that really pissed me off is this fat, drunk, woman-beating bum, DJ Academics. So he doesn't even know me. He looks at me for 1 second and says that I'm not for the culture, I'm not a fan of rap music, and says I'm voyeuristic. What has DJ Academics ever done? He's always sitting behind his computer screen. He's really a fat, drunk, sitting behind his computer screen, watching my video, reacting to my video, saying that I'm voyeuristic. Right? He's being voyeuristic about me. He's never even done anything. He's literally afraid to go outside. He's never even been outside. And I'm not trying to act tough because I know I'm a super civilian. I'm not about that life. But bro, I'm really risking my life going out here, going into these people's communities and immersing myself in their environment and building real relationships and building real friendships. Never said shit about Duel till he died. He's profiting off Duel's death. He didn't say anything about him until Duel passed away. Meanwhile, I'm hanging out with Duel, doing all this Duel while he's alive. But Academics didn't do shit. But he gets the pass. No one's blaming Academics, even though he never even mentioned Duel until he passed away. Like that, if I keep going and doing these videos in the hood, bad shit's gonna keep happening. You wanna know why? Because bad shit happens in the hood all the time. It's like blaming the weatherman for it raining. Like, bro, it's gonna happen whether or not I come there or not.
Brandon would also address OT7 Kwani, who made fun of Doll after he died, saying that he's outside with his feet on land, a reference to what Doll said in Brandon's vlog. Kwani would also say that he's going to do a vlog with Brandon and not die the next day.
We chillin', I'm outside and feet on land, you feel me? Outside, feet on land. You will never touch me or do nothing. You feel me? This how I come in my city.
Like when Quilly said feet on land, like I'm feet on the land, like my feet is on the earth.
I'm gonna bring Brandon to the city though and show y'all how to really do the interview, like, and not die a day after. You feel me? Like, that's how you know all it. Like, it was lies, bro. interview like that and die a day later, you shouldn't believe nothing you saying, bro. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna bring Brandon to the city and really go through every hood, like every part of every hood. You feel me? And I'm gonna show y'all, like, this how you really do it, like, without dying.
And you have OT7 Kwani saying stuff right now online, bro. To everyone saying I was just trying to make money off Duel and exploit the situation and profit off of suffering and If I was trying to do that, wouldn't I go do a video with OT7 Kwani? I guarantee you, Vlad or Academics or Adam22 or any of these people will go capitalize on the situation, go do a video with Kwani. You know it's going to touch him, know it's going to do all this stuff, and I'm not doing that. Ask yourself, why am I not doing that? Why am I not going to go do a video with OT7 Kwani, right? It's because I really fucked Duel, bro. I did not want anything to happen. This is all a nightmare situation.
Academics would actually reply to Brandon in a heated 20-minute stream where he doubled down on his accusations of Brandon being voyeuristic and saying that he was using gang life as entertainment.
Brandon Buckingham, let me address you real clear. I'm gonna tell you why you're voyeuristic about all this. Because everything you showcased, you didn't just showcase, you didn't go into Philly with a camera, no jump cuts, and just walk around. You made it the most entertaining that we could possibly see that would jump off the page. Those moments of, yo, my op right there, like, that's what you wanted to show. Go do the same at his funeral. If you got all the heart, go do the same at his funeral. Bring the camera, go to his funeral, and crack the same jokes. You were laughing with the, what? Like, you were hyping it all up. You won't be at the funeral hyping it. Will you show me the casket? You won't. You know why he still wanted to do an interview with me. And I said, what we talking about? I said, they talking about, the meek stuff, maybe people not giving you the chance or whatever. He wanted this as ops. I said, whoa, what's going on? Say, yo, I'm the biggest killer in Philly. I said, nah, I'm good. You see, I don't hate on young covering hip hop, but Brandon Buckingham, like, me and you in hip hop can't even talk. Numero uno, you're just a bum. You can't even talk to me, period. You're being voyeuristic when you go through a city, you showcase all the violence in the videos throwing up gang signs. If that's not voyeuristic, what am I? You're in the video throwing up gang signs. You're not a critic.
Brandon would later tease a possible diss track on Academics, which later dropped in the form of a song and music video called Internet Clowns. Now, the track had a very Philly-influenced beat and flow, along with a music video filmed in the trenches of DC, making it look like a genuine drill video. But ultimately, this beef would be a kind of light-hearted sideshow for people following the Philly drill scene closely, providing fuel for a lot of conversations around the ethics of journalism when reporting on real crime that relates to music. But back in the city of Philadelphia, there would soon be major developments from law enforcement, as the police would quickly have several serious breaks in the case of YBC Doll's murder. The car used in the murder was found burnt out by police after the crime, and apparently ballistics and other evidence was found in the vehicle. Police would later say they found fingerprints on the doors, and before the car was burned, police tracked it to the alleged killer's home before it was then driven to the location it was set on fire. And police actually claimed to have footage showing the suspect and two other men leaving the location the car was burned. But most importantly, they were able to work out that the killer had actually connected his personal phone to the car and made several self-incriminating calls before burning it, including once to friends in jail to brag about the crimes committed and referring to the murders carried out like basketball, just like the social media and Reddit pages sometimes do too. The killer was eventually identified as a 16-year-old named Aiden Waters. Users of Reddit's Philly wiki would react saying that they couldn't believe that Mr. Disrespectful was taken out by a teenage rookie gang member, with others pointing out that if you actually look into the shooter's background, even at 16, he ain't no rookie. Another video of him doing pull-ups as a tiny child would circulate as well, and even more bizarre news would circulate suggesting that he'd actually been a champion track runner. However, unfortunately, he wouldn't be able to outrun these charges. A Philly Inquirer article broke down the facts, explaining that Aiden Waters was accused of 2 murders and 8 attempts within a 5-day span in August 2024. Days before the murder of Doll, he allegedly shot into another car full of teens, hitting 2 people, including one other 16-year-old who died after being hit by a bullet to the head. And a video would later circulate on Reddit, claiming to be made by Aiden after the murder of Doll, posting a picture of somebody waving a gun at the camera and then somebody smoking a blunt, with someone explaining in the comments that the guy with the gun was actually his friend Sir from the Mon, who died in a car accident. If you remember, Doll had actually disrespected, and the second clip after the one of his friend was the shooter saying he was smoking on Doll, with other affiliates posting the image actually saying that they killed Doll for Sir from the Mon. If you remember, in Doll's September 2023 song, The Wait Is Over, he would rap the dark line, Sir from the Mon died in that V, just like Paul Walker. Ironically, after all the disrespect aimed at people that had been murdered, it would be this throwaway comment about someone who died in an accident that actually drove someone to kill Doll. There's a set called 445 or The Mon from Belmont Ave, and the Mon are actually in alliance with another crew called Fast Break, who came together against YBC. Following the murder, a post would circulate in which people claimed to depict the gang called Fast Break celebrating one of their young shooters' achievements, with a caption once again comparing the gang wars to sports, saying that this is the top seed in the league, I love my camp over everybody, big Fast Break. Now the Fast Break name of the gang is actually itself taken from a type of offensive strategy in basketball. Others apparently posted in Instagram comments days after the murder, saying that Fast Break just scored the biggest bucket of the league. Fox 29 News would report on the arrest as announced by the district attorney against the shooting group known as Fast Break.
In a light rain near a basketball court in Olney, D.A. Larry Krasner reports he's charged, a 16-year-old with the killing of 2 and the wounding of others as part of a shooting group known as Fast Break.
A small group of young people in the city of Philadelphia made a decision to hold a gun, to point a gun at another human being and pull the trigger.
The alleged teenage shooter is Aiden Waters. The DA says he's the killer of 25-year-old rapper Abdul Vix in a shooting on the 5500 block of North Fairhill Street in late August. Investigators report they've linked Waters to a wave of shootings in Philadelphia last month, along with the murder counts. He faces attempted murder, aggravated assault, and gun charges.
And the report featured DA Larry Krasner going at Fast Break 2, a clip that was reposted on Reddit and Philly Wiki, with people joking that the Philly DA was the only one sliding for Dull, and that Larry secretly loved Dull for making Philly so interesting while he was alive. Some would point out how it was interesting that someone had made the decision for the DA to hold their press conference on a basketball court, as this is apparently where that group Fast Break is from, as well as a reference to the comparisons between gang violence and the sport of basketball. Now, Larry Krasner apparently likes to troll the gang members, and he's used basketball terminology in another statement put out saying that he was putting a full court press on the gangs in Philly. It's really not looking good for Aiden Waters, and as time went on, more incriminating details will circulate online. Early pictures of Aiden Waters with his gun would circulate on Philly Wiki following the arrest, referring to the red button, a red-coloured switch attached to the pistol in the picture, was also recovered by investigators, with commenters saying how screwed he is having public photos with a very specific murder weapon and ballistics that link him to the crime scene. Some of his friends would post saying things like, another one lost to the system. Ultimately, we will need to wait for a trial to truly determine the facts and consequences of this crime, but considering how much self-incrimination has seemingly gone on, it wouldn't surprise me if Aiden Waters is joining the ranks of Philly's once deadly incarcerated demons, getting hit with a sentence so long that it may well end up looking like a score at a basketball game. In the end, the story of Mr. Disrespectful ended in an unsurprising tragedy. I don't celebrate the deaths of any young men before their time, but when you actually look deeply at YBC Doll's legacy as a rapper, to a lesser extent as a gangster, the result is hardly surprising. Doll had become a celebrity at the expense of a wave of murdered teenagers in Philadelphia, with his YBC gang responsible for much of the violence. And Doll and his friends relentlessly trolling the friends and family of the deceased. It's really no surprise then in the end that he met the same fate as many of the people he made fun of, shot dead in an instant with the trigger pulled by a teenage shooter just as desperate for clout on the streets as Doll was. While I'm not surprised by Doll's demise, what truly did shock me during the course of making this video was just how out of control and senseless violence is in Philadelphia today. Chicago gets a big rep for being one of the most violent cities in America, but the brutality and senselessness of the murders in Philly felt on a whole different level to me. It's a place where bullets truly have no name, and being in the wrong place at the wrong time can be enough for you to get killed in an instant. And even the innocent people killed are still mocked by the gangs, because when admitting to killing an innocent person comes with a mark of embarrassment, perhaps it's easier for the misguided teenage gangsters of Philly to proudly claim the murder of innocent people in cases of mistaken identity, because as they see it, whoever the victim is just another body to add to the score. And the other thing that really shocked me during the course of working on this video is just how desensitized the media surrounding the Philly drill scene is to violence. The Philly Wiki subcommunity is one thing, reporting on the violence or music about the violence as it happens, but on Instagram and other platforms, the scorekeepers of the gang war exhibit some truly ghoulish behavior. Comparing gangs to sports teams and shooters to players with their own stat sheets is kind of sickening. And it's important to remember that despite the music and media acting like this is a game, these are all real people with real lives and families who were killed.
You want to file free? Hit it.
Guys, this is our mini V8 Raptor that we're going to give away to one of you guys. And now it is supercharged. And to celebrate that, there is 10 times entries on westlife.com for the next week.
Make a mark go dummy. Now I got ready, I want something from me. Feeling like pros, man, I told him it's money. And I own my own bars, just like it's always sunny. Thought she said something to me. We were never friends, told him I ain't not your buddy. Now they all call, I got some buzz like honey. Then they check the Spotify and they looking at me funny.
Guys, this thing has 37-inch tires, a 5-liter Coyote engine, leather interior, and a Raptor R supercharger. And even with the supercharger on there, it's still the perfect daily drive. We have a bunch of brand new products. We have hats, hoodies, keychains, accessories, tumblers. We did have socks, but bought all the socks, so there's no more socks. But every $5 you spend equals 1 entry, so make sure you go over to westmikescake.com, take advantage of the 10 times entries, and get into this video.
You're not going to want to miss this giveaway because I'm telling you, this truck is awesome.
So guys, here's the thing. Today's episode is all about one thing, and that is mini V8 Raptors. We have two mini V8 Raptors in here. We have the one that we built, which has a Raptor front end, all that stuff. Then we have the giveaway Raptor, which we're going to give to one of you guys by merchandise off westmikescake.com. But today we're doing some small.
I've been streaming for an hour. Bro, I've been really just sitting back watching fucking YouTube. I'm not, okay. Let me show how I did this. Yeah. My keyboard, this keyboard in particular used to be my game, my Xbox keyboard. So I'm used to just pressing the space bar so I didn't even realize I had Spark Stream an hour and a half ago. Yeah. One thing for sure, gotta change this mic up. Yo. I don't know why this mic ain't my, because it was hooked to Steam. My bad. I don't know, y'all. I'm vibing. I ain't really mean to start no stream, but I'm really kind of just vibing watching shit. I need to finish editing a video. Look, I'm still pressing shit on the keyboard. It's gonna be hard to break that habit. $3 printed steak meat. What the fuck?
This steak was made entirely by a 3D printer. It looks like real steak, complete with fiber, and the flavor and texture are surprisingly close. It's created by growing real cow cells in a lab, then layering muscle and fat cells through a 3D printing process. If this technology becomes widespread, we could enjoy steak in the future without slaughtering a single cow. They say if you scroll without liking, your next barbecue's getting printed. This steak was made entirely by a 3D printer. It looks like real steak, complete with fibers, and the flavor and texture are surprisingly close. It's created by growing real cow cells in a lab, then layering muscle and fat cells through a 3D printing process. If this technology becomes widespread, we could enjoy steak in the future without slaughtering a single cow. They say if you scroll without liking, your next barbecue's getting printed. This steak...
What the fuck? Bro, they about to be selling that shit.
How much blunts you be smoking a day? 100. All my money go to weed. I don't even eat for real. So would you say you eat more or smoke more? Smoke.
You're kind of tatted, bro. Damn, should I get a tattoo or not? I feel like I'm gonna regret it though, when I'm like 30.
Why the fuck do people say that, dumbass?
But I'm saying you can't sit around waiting for fish. Hey, this ain't even about fishing only, you feel me? Can't sit around waiting for fish to come to you and cast.
What the fuck do that mean though?
He thought he was wrong. You graduated school?
Hell nah.
You dropped out?
They kicked me out.
What'd you get kicked out for?
Fighting, and they said I was a gang leader. They was vibin though.
How much blunts you be smoking?
Bro thought the VR was real.
The wall right there. Yeah. You see where it say plank? Plank. Press that bitch. Press the button. Don't. Okay. You in there? How did it work? Yeah. Hold on. Wait till it open. Yeah, I'm in the elevator.
Is a door coming open?
Yeah, you think it's the top. What the fuck?
Now walk that plank.
Walk that plank.
Walk the plank.
How I get on there?
You just gotta walk it.
Oh man, what the fuck? I can't see my feet. Huh?
No, you can't see your feet. You just gotta feel. You gonna hear yourself walking on it.
Oh, fuck, man. Hell no. Hell no.
You don't walk it.
Man, I'm scared of heights.
What?
Nigga say, man, I'm scared of heights.
You can do it.
Sleepwalk that bitch. Sleepwalk that bitch.
What the fuck?
He trying to scoot across the road.
Move your right foot, Sleepy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, move your right foot. Man, walk shit. that bitch, man. Walk out there, man. Man, don't sleep.
Walk, try it one more time, Sleepy. One more time.
Go ahead, away.
Go, Sleepy. You can do it. You on it. I hear you. You doing good. Keep going.
You see that bird? Look to the right there. Look to your right. You see that bird?
That's fucked up. Son thought he had to fucking lost his life.
Bro thought the VR was real.
Bro, this is not stream worthy, y'all. I don't got no energy right now. I was debating so bad about streaming. I'm sitting in my Discord right now. Look, I'm gonna just come on in the morning with all the energy and the turn up shit. But right now,
Is a door coming open?
work got me tonight, y'all.
Now walk that plank.
Hey, oh shit, I don't want to dislike the shit. Yeah, work got that shit out of me tonight, y'all. I really did not mean to fucking start the stream. And then it say where the wind meets. I'm not even doing none of that shit. My bad. I don't even know who done came in and out the stream. For real. I don't know what made me look at it and realize it. Oh, I seen it counting. And I seen the fucking, the kilobytes counting. But, yeah. Morning. Catch up. I ain't going to sleep super late. It's 12. As y'all can see, shit. Fuck. I might not even be, you know what I'm saying? After I take my shower, I might be baked. But, yeah. Morning.